Hey everybody, it's Cameron with the Atlas Strength Shop back with another video. And today what I want to talk about is one of the biggest things that most people in America are not doing that will really help their health, their strength training, and just whatever fitness goals you have. And that is, you're not sleeping enough. Now, I have had a big problem with this throughout the years. As most of you who follow this channel know, when I started Atlas, I was still active duty in the Louisiana National Guard. I had one of their full-time positions. Because of that, I had to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning most days of the week. Between that and running this place, it really only left me time to get maybe 4 hours of sleep a night. And because of this, my weight shot up, my blood pressure shot up, my resting heart rate shot up, because I was not getting the adequate amount of rest I needed to progress. And I was reminded all of this today when working with one of my one-on-one clients earlier this morning. He's a plant worker who is here in town. He's I don't know if y'all know this, but if you don't have any kind of like peripheral knowledge of the way the plant industry works, a lot of times they'll bring in contractors from out of state, they work a job, then they leave. He's one of those. He's from Texas. He was here for about 6 weeks, wanted to get some training in while he was here. He hasn't had a day off since he got here almost a month ago, and he's working 12-hour shifts. Because of this, he gets an average of about 3-4 hours of sleep a night. And we're at the tail end of his training and because he's at the tail end of his job that he's working on. And the dude is so run down that it's getting to the point where some of his training is starting to go down a little bit. And to mitigate that, we've had to reduce volume and intensity a lot just to not overwork him. And it's all because of his lack of sleep. And now in his case, he doesn't really have the ability to sleep that much because of the schedule they have him on. But for most of us, we could easily find that extra few hours of sleep by turning off the TV a little bit earlier, starting a wind down process, and actually getting in bed instead of doing the death scroll on TikTok as soon as we lay in bed. Here are some of the things that I do in order to try to get to bed at a decent hour. So my biggest problem is I don't stop working. I have a tendency to start a project, then I'll stop that project, roll into another project until I have to go to bed. But if I do that, my brain continues to work while I'm laying in bed. Like it's still in that creative mode of trying to get everything done. So I've had to create a nighttime routine that works for me. And what works for me is I stop working. I try not to work past 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, I turn all that off. I get the temperature in my house very, very low. And I put on something mindless that I don't have to pay attention to. And then I don't pay attention to it. I just lay there and just kind of soak in and let my brain turn off. Once my brain turns off, I go to bed, put the phone down, and I fall asleep. Now that helps me. A lot of people, when they turn the TV on, they're going to be sucked in, but it doesn't really work for me. I have to have something or else my ADHD is going to just run rampant. So what is it that I'm watching? Well, lately I've actually been catching up on One Piece. It's got 1,000 episodes. I don't have to make a decision about what I am watching. I just turn it on and I go. Now, I've been able to get a lot more sleep since I left the military, so it hasn't been that big of an issue, but there are still some nights where I find myself in that trap and I need this to fall asleep. Now, when I started getting enough sleep after leaving the military, the first thing I noticed was that my resting heart rate dropped almost 20 beats a minute almost overnight. I started shedding body fat faster than I had even while I was dieting, just because I was sleeping more and I was moving around more, and my strength started to go up again. This is all from just getting enough sleep. So I know I'm not the first person who said that. I'm not gonna be the last person who said it, but hopefully this is the video that makes it stick in your head that you need to go to bed. If you don't go to bed early, you don't get enough sleep, you're not gonna make the progress that you need. So that's really it for the video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out a lot. If you're in the Baton Rouge area and you'd like to join this amazing community, shoot me a message on Instagram. That's the best way to get in touch with me if you would like to check us out. If you're not in the Baton Rouge area and you still like sports, you can do that a few ways. You can head to the website, check out our programming options and our apparel line. Designed all the apparel myself. I like it. Hopefully you do too. Or if you're looking for a competition, we've got one on Iron Podium right now. A second one is coming up soon. That is Louisiana's Strongest Man. It's happening April 1st. You still got time to sign up for that. So hope to see you there. But until next time, keep that Titan.